Welcome back to Car Operation, the place where classic meets craftsmanship. Today, we're diving into one of the earliest icons of Japan's automotive history, the 1929 Isuzu Sumida Bus. This vehicle represents not just a mode of transport, but a symbol of the dawn of Japan's automotive industry. Let's begin with the exterior. The 1929 Isuzu Sumida Bus has a boxy, upright design, characteristic of the pre-war era. Built on a Sumida P-type truck chassis, it features a wooden-framed body with metal paneling, giving it a robust and industrial look. The front end is dominated by a large, vertical grille with horizontal slats and a high-mounted hood. The flat windshield and small rounded headlights reflect the utilitarian design of the time. It has a distinct roofline that gently curves over the body, supported by exposed ribs, a hallmark of early bus designs. Riding on large spoke wheels and narrow tires, the Sumida Bus maintains a commanding presence on the road, even by today's standards. The color schemes were often two-tone with earthy shades like brown, cream, or dark green, emphasizing durability over style. Moving to the interior, the Isuzu Sumida Bus was basic, but functional. Seating around 15 to 20 passengers, it used wooden benches with minimal cushioning. The layout was straightforward, with rows facing forward and a central aisle. There was no air conditioning or suspension to speak of, so rides could be bumpy and hot, especially in summer. The flooring was made of wood planks, and windows could be slid open manually for ventilation. The driver's area was separated only by a basic panel, with simple mechanical controls, a large steering wheel, and analog gauges. Safety features were nearly non-existent by modern standards, but the simplicity of the interior made it easy to maintain. Under the hood, the Sumida Bus was powered by a gasoline engine, most likely a 4-cylinder, water-cooled unit producing somewhere around 30 to 40 horsepower. That might not sound like much today, but for a vehicle built nearly a century ago, it was sufficient for city routes and short intercity travel. It had a manual transmission, typically a 3-speed gearbox, and rear-wheel drive. The engine was known for its durability rather than speed. Top speeds were modest, hovering around 50 to 60 kilometers per hour, but the Sumida Bus was never meant for racing. It was designed to move people reliably, and in that mission, it succeeded. Performance-wise, the Isuzu Sumida Bus handled well for its era. It had leaf spring suspension which provided minimal comfort but ensured sturdiness on Japan's then unpaved roads. Braking was mechanical, using drum brakes, which required a firm foot and careful timing. Compared to modern buses, this machine was loud, slow, and basic, but in the 1920s, it represented cutting-edge technology and progress. Now, let's talk value. Today, finding a 1929 Isuzu Sumida Bus is extremely rare. Most are housed in museums or private collections. If you were lucky enough to find one in restored condition, it could be valued anywhere between $150,000 to over $300,000 depending on the level of restoration and originality. Original unrestored models, if they exist, would be prized by collectors willing to undertake massive restoration projects. The 1929 Isuzu Sumida Bus is not just a vehicle, it's a living piece of history. For fans of vintage vehicles and automotive evolution, it's a milestone worth remembering. That's it for today's episode of Car Operation. If you love classic rides and unique stories from automotive history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next ride.